We could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. All right. Well, I haven't had much chance to fight alongside. Still, okay. Let's go. Hold the line. Their movements have become rigid and sluggish. We make a good team.
So soon. No escape. Leaving so soon.
Allow me.
Yes. You can't run from death. You
Surrender and
Eat this! Rust and rebuild!
come a little closer.
Let the show begin.
You need a schedule. This one's well done. Feels good. Let's move.
Excellent work.
All thanks to your...
Actually, even the best winning a battle take...
Now that you mention it... Hey!
I must admit... Let's...
All right. Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? So these are the Fatui food supplies? This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! Kokumi! Kokumi!
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. By contrast, in all likely...
We're not just gonna get...
Don't worry. In my recently... If he...
Kokumi!
Nothing. It's not long now.
Got it!
My goods. Thank you. You see,
Based on the information, had it been the case,
But...
no ifs.
Paul.
Guess we got carried away.
Sir, you have already admitted...
Wait. You're
I have no business just as merit...
Wait a minute. Well, don't just...
Your Excellency, those of a Tenryo Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
I know.
Not at all, Your Ex. But if I know the piece...
I understand your concern. Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was close to the but after she struck down our relations between Watatsumi Island and the I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your Oh my.
Your Excellency, I beg you, if we reckon...
Come on.
I know.
I appreciate you.
Wonderful.
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at do you know? I'm always telling my daughter that if she can... I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish too? Will he be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Are you all right? This kind of thing is water off a duck's back for you, huh?
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's... I sorted through also...
That's today?
Yes, the two...
I see. Oh.
Yay! Great!
At least the war has ceased for the time being. Not bad at all.
That's weird. How is she... Let's go ask that soldier over there!
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here.
So
Not necessarily. Let me see. The footnote stipulates, as far as I'm...
Kokomi, really? Are you sure this is the right place? It feels like we keep heading deeper into the the middle of nowhere. Hey! Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to.
It's you. I apologize.
You got sick?
No. It's nothing like that.
You run on energy? You mean you're...
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable. You noticed? To be honest, constantly communicating with people, trying to retain... You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, but because of my blood... So, whenever... Don't worry, I have to make a speech.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. I was reading a book last time I was here, but... I only...
We'll find it for you, and then we'll read it out to you.
You do that? I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island. I don't even want to move right now. It'd be so nice if all my work could just do itself without me having to lift a finger.
It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look. Whoa, look at all these potatoes. So does Kokomi make time to deal with Sangonomiya events? This is a lot of... Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just, Give it here!
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking. It's gotta be this. Look, there's even a book. Ooh, it's pretty. Well, let's... Kokomi, is it...
I'm not sure, actually. Could you...
Kokomi? Kokomi! Oh no, she's fallen asleep. Tonight's the victory feast. Not to mention that the peace talks are just... You sure that's a good... She does look pretty...
Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs. The war's over. Things are slowly getting better. Oh. Did you see? What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Yep, you've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast.
I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light...
Woohoo!
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But
oh, how much in...
Don't worry,
That's great!
Welcome, everyone! Recently, none of us can... Thank you all. This feast... Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. People tend to be more open. I still have no further, and I'm concerned that...
Okay, sure.
Watatsumi. Recently, well, the biggest during the hostility. When the catch wasn't, we'd go to bed. I hear you're...
Oh!
Come on.
Hey there. Care for some? Are you referring to? It's funny you should say that. He's been acting. It's a miracle. Sorry,
Sounds promising.
Huh? You actually came back.
Nuh-uh! We would never...
Is that so? Do you remember what the most important thing is to the resist? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the I'll answer your questions.
What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see about...
Propagate!
You're a strong fighter. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you could... Captain. Comrade. We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission...
What? Poor Kokomi's been... What the heck were you thinking?
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping. Peace talks? Everyone wants to stop the Tenryou Commission. We are the resistance. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the right. Surely you agree with that.
His point does kinda make Are you serious?
Don't take that tone with... For the sake of victory, you'd have me just put... Every time I see that... I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever.
Too late? Darn. What are we gonna do? So, the whole thing about they wanted the...
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If I think I understand, the talks don't begin until I highly suspect.
Well, that's no good.
That won't work. It would almost, not to mention.
Sounds like a...
Don't let it worry. These soldiers cross. Let's meet here again. Well, the piece here. These are some directives. I took the liberty of writing them.
Whoa. Let's see. Fiercest... Wow.
Glad to hear it, but as the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is excellent. Been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last—
Yes. Where you dealt my forces quite the depth. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution.
Seems reasonable. Then let— The first item is the Maritime Administration. We intend to remove—
That's fine. But if they're paying taxes, they should also be any losses they
Accepted.
Negotiations seem to—
The next item has to do in the past. Economic cooperation between our— Since the war is
The problem there is that—
Correct me if I'm wrong.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse range of— Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the—
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short—
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryo Commission—
You Kujo Comrades, never trust the Kujo! Let's get them!
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one is it?
The last one. But hold off for— Stand down, Tadakatsu! The situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns. But I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe what—
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have You two, here, now! Speak! Collusion with the Fatui?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion.
We were approached by a few Fatui. At the time,
But we were extremely careful. With respect, ma'am.
That's enough. Might I remind you that you should be having no—
The Fatui's main force—
Oh, her subordinate. One day, we bear responsibility. My sincere apologies.
For the time being, however—
It seems that I will lay this issue. As for the trade issue—
Seems like Kujo—
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator. I hope that when we meet again, I think we can leave things there for—
I should inform you that we took— I recommend you—
I will bear this in mind. I shall take my leave now.
Your Excellency, we—
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Your Excellency, you knew—
I have already been informed on the reason. You believe the Tenryo Commission to be untrustworthy. Fortunately, the end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryo Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have— I want to keep fighting.
I understand your sentiments. During the war, there were— The use on Watatsumi Island— I understand. It was largely an over—
It's not your fault, either way.
Very well. Then I hereby declare that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join. But be warned.
Your Excellency...
I have concluded from today's peace it is right that I don't want to hear from any— All right, and if there is—
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for this.
thank you for everything. With your, recovering. Today was, I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiation. Do you think so? In the past, but I realized I have a, in short, I've still got some maturing to do.
Sees you've certainly gotten an early start this morning. Who won this time? You the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you put it like that, it makes it sound like I'm always the one losing.
Ah, perfect. You're all here. There's...
All right, I've got the time. Where are the goods?
It's not just goods this time. I need you to escort...
Sure. What's this merchant's address?
Here.
If the client's that important, then this must...
Of course, the sooner you complete...
All right,
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
we're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Is this an answer from this world?
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. Oh, so you're Gaming's father. It's just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon, he's got this in the bag. Everyone at the Secure Transport Agency says as much. Even the...
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself, at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all here.
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked for you by name. You kinda have to come with us. Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you just didn't show up.
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine.
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest here for a second?
Huh? What about you?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh.
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then.
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were overly conspicuous.
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe is... Leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take my dad and the goods away from here.
No, Coming.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blows and disposition.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away! Let us away!
Coming!
Don't worry, he's a great Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so treasure.
But Coming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned...
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead.
All is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop Xiangli. Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. It appears many people are catching a chill as of late. If your throat is bothering you, Paimon, perhaps some tea and rest are in order.
Nope, no need. Paimon's fine. She just, had some cake stuck in her throat.
If there are indeed bandits in the area, then we should inform the Millelith. Oh? Well, if that's the case, such matters are best left to those with the necessary expertise. Wouldn't you agree?
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves otherwise unoccupied in this beautiful area, why don't we find a quiet place to relax while we wait for good news? Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar. Ah, yes. That is the name of the Usho dancer who has been performing around Liyue Harbor recently, is it not?
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. He truly encapsulates the spirit of the Suani. Usho dancing has become more well known in Liyue Harbor recently. However, although performers are seeing budding success, they have no doubt had to face many hurdles along the way. Ones not so easily understood by spectators such as ourselves. If you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is perseverance in the face of adversity. That is a rare attribute indeed. I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous disposition. To have a child so accomplished and upright, you must be a very proud parent indeed, Uncle Lip.
Seems like Xiangli has decided to skip the formalities.
Well, he's a hard worker.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we could pass it along for you.
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. I often regret introducing him to wushou dancing as a kid. If I had known how things would turn out, I would have never taken him to see those performances in the first place.
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle Ip. You need not worry.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such an open mind. I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Ipdak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. Raising a child is not unlike flying a kite. Hold the string too tight, and it can no longer soar. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too...
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things? Like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery. You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second, Gaming was a kid. The next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words. Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming, we're over here!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're...
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything...
Well, you could say that.
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I need to talk to you.
Huh? Oh, okay.
I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you?
So that's how we're starting off?
Can't look me in the eye, huh? Guess I'm right then.
Okay, but how did you know?
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able to close that distance. People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start, like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all along.
Wow, you're They're pretty quick on the uptake.
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless bandit in my time, but I've never seen ones like them. In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to get back on the straight and narrow, and that they could hang out with me in Liyue Harbor anytime.
You ever consider you might be a little too good at making friends?
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, I really do, but this conflict between us has been going on for a long time. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say as much as he wants to other people, but he won't talk to me. I'm certain of it.
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad. Why don't you tell him about all the hard work you've done these past few years?
Will that even do anything? I'm not sure talking is enough.
You won't know unless you try. Just like how you won't know if something is delicious unless you taste it. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good...
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn about the art of tea tasting.
You flatter me. It was nothing but a few humble musings.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Ipdak and I have found many a common interest. Our friendship, much like a cup of tea, seems to grow stronger the longer it has to steep.
Well said, Mr. Zhongli. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You should take the opportunity to learn from people like him when you're in the city.
Huh? Oh, of course.
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished...
Oh, I hope I didn't keep you. My apologies for taking up so much of your...
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, alright?
Should we sit?
Sure.
Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of you.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
So, you're here too?
I've been here the whole time. A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli, I might as well go pay my respects. It's you. I thought you were Director Hu.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. Do you want to try out this new gadget? The addition of the power source makes the takeoff more stable. It's just that...
He seems quite immersed in the study of this device.
I fear it's almost too stable. It completely negates the pleasure of seeing one's kite sway with the wind. It's a bit of a shame. In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me to purchase some items in preparation for...
I see. Much like she does every year. Much like she'll do next year, I would imagine. Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy... what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying. Many hands make light work. Perhaps...
All right. I have made my... If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these 2 kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with...
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your...
So, you were Xiao and even roped Xiao?
I would hardly say I roped Xiao into anything. I simply sought the help of a friend. Besides, we did the testing together.
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying, Xiao?
I suppose I neither like nor dislike it. Although, watching a kite gradually ascend into the sky does bring me a certain peace of mind. Perhaps they're a bit like Xiao lanterns in that way.
Kite flying is also a pleasant form of...
Have you ever thought about making a kite, Xiao? Cloud Retainer taught us...
There's no need. Menogius was the only Yaksha among us who had an interest in matters of ornamentation and design. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
It's getting late. I should go inform...
How's she been, by the way? Be sure...
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be visiting Chaoying Village in a few days. If you have the time, perhaps you could also make the trip. If you happen to run into her, you can pass along your regards in person.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Xiangli. See you later.
See you next time.
Coming.
You can go first.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey. Shall I pour you a cup of tea?
Oh, no need. I'm not tired. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh for us to make an appearance. Do you remember the plan one recounted to you?
Yes, Master. We aim to give them a demonstration of familiarity. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme? I suppose all I can do is just take a seat and see what happens.
Perfect. I just so happen to have bought some Sunglow tea recently. It's quite the delectable variety. Or it would be if one has not been forced to drink it every day in the hopes of whittling down one's considerable stash. One has more than had one's fill already. Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads against the table.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe serious right now?
Oh dear. While one was busy orchestrating this act, one seems to have forgotten about... What I meant to ask was, have you made any new friends? We live so far from each other. It would be a great comfort to me to know you were surrounded by good companions.
You already know of my past circumstances. Recently, I've been conversing with Guoba in the kitchen at night. Guoba can't talk, but his companionship is a comfort.
The poor child. Her one friend can't even talk. I guess maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all.
Let's move on, shall we? Do you have any plans for today, Shenhe?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps she'll loosen up a bit.
Like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn until dusk, picking herbs to eat for dinner along the way? If that is what you ask of me, Then that is what I shall do.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or no, wait, let's not have any just yet.
Yeah. I simply can't listen. Coming. I'd like to finish what I was trying to say before. I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your your aunts, uncles. They'll all do whatever they can to help. You could get a less taxing job, and we could grab dim sum together from...
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an important affair, Master.
Shh. Just think about it. Okay? You don't have to decide now.
Dad really has changed a lot, but I thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, they're hey you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long. We got to chatting with some friends and didn't realize how much time had passed.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to be just about done here.
Yep,
Coming head.
Master, I tried to go along with your questions, but when I saw how you and that man reacted, I started to wonder.
Not at all. Certain unforeseen variables may have presented themselves along the way, but the outcome proved favorable. The plan was a success.
Then I helped?
Naturally. Your purity of spirit is one of your greatest strengths, Shenhe. You need not change who you are.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Charlotte, and I'm a reporter from Fontaine. You can find me writing for the Steambird. I invited you here not just to purchase your fine tea, but also with the hope that you might be willing to sit down for a short interview. What do you say?
An interview? To advertise my teas?
I suppose you could think of it that way. We Fontainians are big tea drinkers too.
The Fontaine Mark. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare. Perhaps we could sit down and discuss the questions you intend to ask in advance.
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose I've been humbled. You sure know all kinds of cool and important people.
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Huh? What? Auntie Shenyun?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Oop.
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Shenyun. Everything...
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. Auntie Shenyun, she was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shenhe appear foolish in front of my family. She truly knows how to look out for others.
As for the next step...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't let you do that.
Fret not. Reimbursements will be made.
Exactly! Think of it more as an investment, as Ningguang would say. We pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back to the Steambird as a gift, as well as a sample of the regional specialty. Fontainians will probably fall in love with your dad's tea as soon as they lay their eyes on Charlotte's article. And once all the money from the new orders begin to roll in, getting our Mora back will be a piece of cake.
Oh, okay. Business-related matters always seem to go over my head, but I refuse to let you all lose Mora on my behalf. I'll pay you.
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment, are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us to decide.
Yeah, we're all friends here.
Okay. Whew. So, it's like this.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about since Xiao already tested.
Welcome back. Thanks to you.
Oh, you should...
And are you here to buy a kite? Please, take your...
Oh, we already have...
Ah, yes. Here you...
It doesn't feel right.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the...
All right, then. It's done. Let's get down to... Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky. Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Okay.
Come here. Allow me.
The lantern rite is as festive as ever!
Huh? What's going on?
Did something happen? What should we do? Oh, should we get the Millilith?
What's that? Have I taken that many pictures already? I need to load more film.
Wait, the wind.
Oh my gosh! Mommy, I want a big kite like that too! Do you see that kite way out in front? It's so beautiful!
Happy Lantern Rite. Happy Lantern Rite.
Gaming's performance was so cool, Paimon almost wanted to join in! You saw that, right, Traveler? Let's go find him! Oh! He's over there! Talking to his dad!
I think I'll head off now.
Thank you, little girl.
No need. No need.
Son. I suppose I'll go first this time.
Okay.
Your performance. I've seen many wushou dances in my time, but I've gotta admit, what you pulled off there was breathtaking.
Wow. I never thought I'd live to hear you say that.
You're serious about doing this professionally?
Absolutely. I know it'll be difficult, but...
Then it doesn't matter. What I mean to say is, of course it'll be difficult. But if that's your decision, if that's your dream, then it doesn't matter how difficult it is. As long as you put in the work, then any obstacle can be overcome in time. Really, when I was young, I also... Actually, how about we save that story of my past for another time? All I really want to say is, I've changed my mind. Much like this kite, you also deserve to soar to new heights.
Dad.
Son.
Son? Haven't heard that in a while.
I bet you're wondering what's gotten into me saying all this.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
Anyway, I know I've never found the chance to say this before, but... to me, Gaming, you've always been a great kid. Alright, that's everything I've got. Did you have something you wanted to say, or...
Seeing the two of them talk things through like this really gives Paimon a sense of accomplishment.
Now go. Over there. Your friends are still waiting for you.
Huh? But...
I'll be staying in Liyue Harbor for a bit longer. When you have time, we can grab dim sum together.
Dad, honestly.
Go.
Okay.
That's quite the smile you've got there, Gaming.
Really?
It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
I'd like to find and thank Auntie Xinyun. If everyone has time, maybe go fly a kite.
Traveler. Being in the city isn't the only way for me to appreciate the lights and beauty of Lantern Rite. Look. Liyue Harbor lies just beyond this mountain. As long as I stand at this vantage point, I may freely behold the sights of all the kites slowly ascend. For me, that is enough. I invited you here because there is something I would like to do. I want to release a Shao Lantern, and I'd like you to be there for it. Yes. I apologize for its crude appearance. I have little skill in that regard. You are very kind, as usual. All right. It's time. Traveler, thank you.
Another test.
Go, Barber, go!
Germinate!
Off with you! I wasn't done. This all of a sudden.
Propagate!
At the frying pan! I'll protect us.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Propagate!
Another test subject.
Blitz.
That tingle? Suffocate.
Oh. No!
Suffocate.
Ink! Hi.
Suffocate. Suffocate. That tingle?
Scatter!
Suffocate. Test subject.
I'll protect us.
You're in for a little shock.
Suffocate. That tingle?
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Propagate!
That tingle? Suffocate. That tingle? Suffocate. I got careless. That tingle?
You're in for a little shock.
Boba, get them!
Come a little closer.
dance. Try not to enjoy this.
Ouchie! You're toast! Hi. Hi. Nice and spicy! Help! Regenerate!
You're in for a little shock.
Take 2 to go!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little... Blitz.
At the frying pan!
Don't be such a brute. My. Come a little... You're in for a...
Come on! We can do it!
2 to go! Jab and cross!
No escape. Come a little closer. My. Come a little closer.
Scatter!
You're in for a little shock. Going out is tiring.
Shall begin. Hi.
Prepare yourself.
Don't be such a looks like I got carried away.
Take 2 to go!
Let's dance!
Terminate!
Jab and cross!
Into the fire!
Take 2 to go! Jab and cross! So soon! And take 2 to go!
Scatter! Propagate!
Nice and really
Take 2 to go!
I'll protect us.
Jab and cross!
Ready, steady, go!
Time to take you down! Just you wait!
Scatter!
At the frying pan,
You're open!
let the show begin.
Spring forth!
Go, Barbara!
Come a little closer.
Race you! Nice and spicy!
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Eat this!
Propagate!
Let's dance. Out of the frying pan.
Scatter!
What you got?
Some fury!
Surrendering will be gentle.
I wasn't done.
Let the show be.
Propagate!
My.
Booba, get
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
nice and square. Booba, get them!
Propagate! Scatter!
Now it's my turn! Take two to go!
Oh no! Ink!
Spring forth!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Go, Barbara, go! You're toast!
Take two to go! Just you wait!
Ad Astra.
little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Don't be such a brute. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock. Blitz. Oh my. No pain, no gain. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. No pain. You're in for a little... Don't be such a brute. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Let's dance. No pain, no gain. Come a little closer.
Is this an answer from this world?
Nice and spicy.
You're in for a little shock. Heep. Up. Here. Heep. Up. Get. Hip. Hop. Here.
Nice and spicy.
Heep. Get. Heep. Here. You're in. My. Heep. Hop. Heep. Here. Heep. Heep. Hop. Here. Heep. Get. Here.
Nice and spicy.
Heep. Heep. Hop. Here. Get. Come a little closer. Surrender and be gentle. Here. He. Hop. 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 Hop.
Germinate!
Let the show begin. Boba, get them! Oh, hi. Oh, hip. Go, Barbara, go! to tell Master the good news!
Get, he, here, hup, he, here. Yep. Hup. Here. Whoa. Hup. Hup. Ha. He. He. Here. Yep. Hup. Hup. Hup, hup, hit, hit, hup, whoa, hit, hup, hup, here, hit. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy. Huh? Let's spark things up a little. Hup, he. Yep, hup, huh. Yep. Yep. Hup. Whoa. He, here. Hup, ha. Yep. Eh. Huh? Hup. Come a little closer.
Nice and spicy.
Let's dance.
Spring forth!
Surrender and be gentle.
Hi. 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 Hi.
Eat this!
Propagate! Yeah!
Go, Barbara, go!
Out of the frying pan!
I'll protect us.
Booba, get them!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Out of the frying pan! It's...
Stand. Go, Barbara. Go.
Nice and spicy!
Ad Astra Abyss.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
What should I try this time?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
That tingle?
Boba, get them!
You? Here!
Hi. Huh. Hi. Yeah.
You're in for a little shock.
Nice and spicy!
My. Come a little closer.
Out of the frying pan!
At the frying pan!
I have some for you too.
Let the show begin. Oh.
Don't be such a brute. Come a little closer. Why not keep me company? If I were to recover my full power, who knows what kind of things might happen. For a while. There'll be plenty of time. Come a little closer. Come a little...
Nice and spiky.
Oh my. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy. My.
Maybe you're not... If you ever have...
Elemental energy? I never expected him to master the technique so quickly. Come to think of it, you're talented too. Maybe I could teach you a few tricks. Visions? Ah, they're a necessary device in controlling the elements, with you being the sole exception, of course. As for why that is, perhaps we can find the time to experiment a little. Jean is a gifted and dedicated leader. Seeing how hard she works makes even me want to help her out. Amber was just a young girl when she joined the Knights, and in the blink of an eye, she's turned into such a strong young lady. I'm curious to see what she'll be like a few years from now. Have you heard Barbara sing before? Her angelic voice contains a magical healing energy. A different kind of magical energy from the one in my potions, of course. I wonder which one you prefer. You want to know about D-Luke? In that case, I know someone else you should talk to. Come on, Razor. That's it. Good boy. Let's do some combat practice. I found you the perfect partner. Hey, come back! Last time little Clee wanted to use my workshop for her experiments, I had to say no, and she was angry at me for the rest of the day. What happened the next day, you ask? She went off happily to play outside, of course. Asked Mona. She seems to be an excellent mage, but I'm not a part of their Hexen Circle. The idea of Erminsel exploration and formal tea parties just leaves me cold. Albedo is quite the alchemist. Just say the word and he'll come up with a good solution. He's easy on the eyes, too. Just like you. Fischl. Yes, she's always in the library looking to borrow fantasy novels. She always returns her books 3 days early and looks after them very well. She's a good kid. Every time I ask Noelle to dust off the bookshelves, I'm always left with the sense that the more exhausted I make her, the happier she becomes. Yes, who knows what's going on with her? Try not to bother Sucrose if you're at a loose end. You'll only startle the poor girl. She's gifted at interacting with all sorts of exotic creatures, just hopeless when it comes to humans. I've barely kept in touch with anyone from the academia since leaving Sumeru, except for the occasional letters to my teachers out of basic courtesy. Fortunately, not every promising student turned out as lazy as I am. I heard that one of my juniors, Sino, now leads quite the action-packed life. Oh, dear little Kale. Every time she writes to me, she tries out new words and expressions she's learned recently. No wonder she's improving so quickly. That wonderful and warm-hearted master of hers must have helped a lot, too. I do rather envy Huffman for having such a caring little brother. Mika takes care of everything around the house, and even looks after him when he's drunk. How nice it must be to lounge around all day without a care in the world. What do you mean I already do that? You're getting quite bold these days, aren't you, cutie? When I taught Razor how to utilize elemental energy, I never expected him to master the technique so quickly. Come to think of it, you're talented too. Maybe I could teach you a few tricks. If I were to recover my full power...
Everyone has their own desires. To bring together and fulfill those desires and make everyone happy, that is the purpose my Archon has bestowed upon me. Acting Grand Master, leader of the Knights of Favonius, everyone seems to like her a lot. Oh, me? Of course I have nothing but admiration for her. I always take good care of Lisa. If she ever wants to become a star, she'll have my unconditional support. I'll cheer at the top of my lungs until my voice goes hoarse. That might scare off her other fans, though. I've seen Amber rushing out of Mondstadt on a mission countless times. Being an outrider doesn't look easy. Oh, Master Diluc? Last time when I was performing at Angel's Share, he kept frowning. Maybe he doesn't like my singing. Venti's voice is amazing, but all the songs he sings and the ones I'm good at are very different. I tried to learn them, but The melodies are just so complicated. Bennett always comes to the cathedral covered in scrapes and bruises. Though it clearly never bothers him a bit given the big grin he always has on his face. He really should take better care of himself. My father left on the expedition with Grand Master Varka. I hope they are okay. What am I worried about? The Grand Master is none other than the Knight of Boreas. Of course they will be fine. Still, I will be sure to pray for their safe return. Sister Rosaria is hard to get to know, especially given she never joins in on prayers, but... Oh, I'm sure she believes in the Animo Archon. Although I still don't really have the courage to try to talk to her. Noelle is just the cutest. She's so kind and patient. You just feel totally relaxed when you're around her. Oh yeah, and she makes the tastiest snacks. Best part is they're all so healthy. Being an idol, I learned from Alice that a true idol should always try to heal the soul of the people. Yes, I completely agree.
I'll share my ultimate gliding champion secret with you. The most important thing to remember is to have courage.
Oh, when did you... I was completely lost. When would I ever not? If it weren't for my library work and potion-making duties, I'd love nothing more than to spend every day chatting with you like this. Special potions? Oh, as a matter of fact, I concocted one that makes textiles softer to the touch, and another that keeps the air fragrant and fresh. I'm quite fond of that one. They weren't requested by the Knights of Favonius, though. I just made them out of personal interest. Is it just me? Or have my interests become more domestic in nature since I met you? You look so adorable with a little more red in your cheeks.
Hello! I was just coming... Good night. Get some rest.
as tall as...
One may have won the kite-flying competition, Yu Hung, but this prize should truly be reserved for another.
You need not be so humble, Honored Adeptus. Among all the kites, yours was quite literally a cut above the rest. Please accept this. Besides, I'm quite certain we owe a fair share of the success of this year's lantern rite to you.
If you insist, then one can hardly continue to refuse. However, there is another matter with which one would ask your assistance.
Of course.
One would be much obliged if you could distribute this case of Sunglow tea among the Millilith on duty. The security of the festivities rests entirely on their shoulders, after all. One presumes they could always benefit from something to invigorate their spirits.
Cloud Retainer is so thoughtful and attentive to others' needs. I would expect nothing less of an esteemed adeptus such as herself. Understood. I'll get on that right away.
A fortuitous result indeed. One's tea surplus has hitherto resolved itself.
Treat yourself to a seasonal gift from
Adventurer.
scented spring.
I don't get it.
Is something wrong, Shenhe? Tell me. Perhaps I can help.
The color black doesn't get dirty easily, so I thought this outfit would be acceptable to wear to work. But Xiangling told me it was inappropriate. But inappropriate? How?
She probably just meant the outfit isn't suitable for that particular environment and occasion. But for a festival gathering with friends, a nighttime stroll, or an important banquet, your outfit is more than appropriate, Shenhe.
So you're saying it's only something I should wear in front of important people?
I suppose that's another way to think of it.
Our kite is so high up. Thank you for inviting me, Yao Yao. I am having a lot of fun.
I'm glad. If you want, we can go fly kites some other time, too. The fun doesn't have to end today.
Really?
How about we do it during the day next time? That way, we can see the design better. When it flies super high up, it will look exactly like a real finch.
Okay. Can I take this kite to bed with me?
But of course.
Finally, a seat with a bang. And with that,
Oh, Lantern Rite was simply amazing. I'm not sure I'll be able to sleep tonight. Oh, that? Yeah, interesting story. It was invented by a guy from Fontaine. His name is Ildison. He's always tinkering away at some mechanism or another. He's even asked the Steambird to write about his inventions on more than one occasion. I believe I have a direct quote from him about this particular one. Yes, here it is. The device is powered entirely by mechanical components without the need for any additional energy source. Basically, it's a manually operated cranking device. How high it can fly entirely depends on how much force you can exert. Combining this invention with a kite. What a great idea, right? Oh, my conversation with Mr. Ip went really well. I've already sent the first draft of my article back to the Steambird. It's a piece that contains all the pertinent information while also telling a story. I'm quite proud of it. Oh, that reminds me. I should thank everyone who made this possible for me. Especially that spirited lady with those peculiar turns of phrase. Miss Xianyun was her name, right? It was all thanks to your connections and creativity. I would have never thought I'd be able to bring such a special gift back to Fontaine with me. This was my first time experiencing a foreign holiday in person. It was so exciting! The festive atmosphere, the contagious holiday spirit, the profound, storied cultural traditions steeped in symbolism. Oh, I almost forgot. Kuching even gave me a kite with a poem on it that she wrote herself. It goes, "Dreams are like paper kites. With them do our hopes take flight. Sailing high above the clouds, they yearn for something more profound. Yet try we may and try we might. A deeper truth waits in plain sight. Though we hang our hopes in skies abound, many joys lie on the ground." I want to include this poem in my... I'm sure a lot of people will love it. Oh, that? It was invented by... He's always tinkering... I believe I have the device is... Basically, it's combining this invention with a kite. What a great idea, right? Oh, it's a piece that can take... Oh, that reminds me. It was all thanks to your connections and creativity. I would have... Yep, and happy lantern right to you.
Watching the kites?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Get them!
Ma-da-da-da-da.
Get them!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little.
Nice and spicy! Get them!
I'm a bit rusty.
I'll protect us.
What do you think, cutie? Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Scatter!
Out of the frying pan!
Come a little close. Don't be such a brute.
Nice and spicy!
No pain, no gain. You're in for a little shock.
Out of the frying pan! I'll protect us.
Propagate!
I wonder when I'll... Please, tell me how I can be stronger. Oh, just leave it up to you. No, that won't do. I want to help too. La da 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 da.
No pain, no gain.